League on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Green Bay Packers and the New York Giants. All that and more coming up next.
Just across the Hudson from downtown Manhattan, we welcome you inside MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. The spirit of these fans not dampened by the weather. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, nice and dry up here in the booth. But Greg, rain throughout the day, going to rain on into the night. So this one is going to be a little bit of a challenge for these players.
Yeah, Mike, and even as you said it, you're exactly right. Down on the field before the game, the field looked in really good condition. But the number one decision, you got to be in there as a player, talking to your equipment staff, get the right cleats. The length, are they molded? Are they screwing? How deep are the screwing? Make sure when you come out and that game kicks off, you are confident in your footing. Don't let a couple bad plays go against you early, and then you got to kind of change shoes and scramble. Get that done in pregame, confident going in, and let the game unfold the best it can.
For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Green Bay offense set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year two. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year two, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year two is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
He's going to air one out right away. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. From the gun, it's Love. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
And this play's going nowhere. Taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started.
When you come across on a jet sweep, Mike, you're hoping once you get the ball, all you see is green grass and open space. Well, in this case, he had a lot of unhappy defenders waiting for him, and they're able to put him down behind the line.
He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the play fake, here's Manning. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
Once the quarterback leaves the pocket, the hope is that it buys him a little time to allow second reaction from his receivers downfield. What he's not accounting for is the speed of a lot of these defensive ends in the league, Mike. He closed that distance a lot faster than I think the quarterback anticipated, and he comes away with the sack.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
3rd and long. Here's Manning. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
So on 4th down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. Ladd McConkey deep to return. And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line. The Packers offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Love.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Second and 7. On the carry, this is Nick Chubb. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
I can tell you firsthand, as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack, hard to handle the ball, a lot of turnovers. So they've got to have a lot of early focus offensively and try to get something on track.
It is 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Going up top for Evans. That is brought in. And he's going to take this one all the way. 82 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. To return is Naheem Hines. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And a short pickup past the 25. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw is Manning. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
He'll try to run for it.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
Here's Jamie Gillen on now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. This one fielded out beyond the 25. The Packers offense getting set to get back to work. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Love. He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's 2nd and 2. The tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. And that'll give him a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
So after 1, 7-0 is our score. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. To throw is Love. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended target there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing is Love. Able to complete it to Ayuk. 11 yards for number 11. And a first down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
They'll run it straight ahead with Chubb. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
A second down throw for Love. Over the middle, that's the tight end Hawkinson. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
The tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Over the middle, it's Harrison. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Second and a yard. Slot man in motion left. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he'll work forward for a yard, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a first down. To throw is Love. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
First down was not very good. Here's second and goal. Love to throw. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And it'll be a gain here down to the 12-yard line.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing it.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Packers move out on top 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 10. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. They go play action with Madden. That's complete to Stephon Diggs. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Manning. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. It'll be a pickup of 10. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds. The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback, but the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets. It puts so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now Manning. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, New York.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Here's Greg Joseph for the extra point. Through the rain, the kick is good. And the Giants are on the board. It's now 14-7. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Packers offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Now Love. That's taken in by Achane. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. The tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. On 2nd down, Love. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Here's Love. That's caught. It's Evans. That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. First and 10. From the gun, it's Love. Now he takes off. Packers going to use their final timeout now, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Here's Love to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice job with the protection up front. Just nobody could get open downfield, so it's a combination of your offensive weapons have to do a better job taking advantage of that time to work and separate. But also, how impressive is that by that defense to be able to cover for that amount of time?
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And that one not placed as well as he had hoped. It's all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So we have reached halftime here, and the visitors from Green Bay out on top. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our halftime report. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it, and for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thank you, and the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. He'll They'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Giants offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Manning. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
He'll try and get there on the ground.
Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on 3rd down, but quickly finding that crease, get downfield, and he's able to pick up the first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To the air is Manning. He'll look deep here for Diggs. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Able to get loose after the catch for more yardage. That'll be a pickup of 21.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver, you see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
To the right side here, pass is caught. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Giants. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Here's Joseph now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Here's Lad McConkey to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Packers offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. The defense stringing him out. No gain back to the original line of scrimmage.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A run up the middle with Chubb. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
On comes the Packers punting team. The Giants offense ready to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Back to throw is Manning. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
They face 2nd down and 7. Throwing now, Manning. He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he will have a Giants first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
To throw, it's Manning. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Looking to throw is Manning. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down, a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Couple of first downs to start this drive. They're 1st and 10 up at the 42. He'll look to throw. Left side, that's complete. It's Sutton. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Moss in motion. On the play fake, here's Manning. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Tie game, 4th quarter. What a sequence looming here as we get to 1st and goal. Back to the air one more time. He keeps it himself. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up 2nd and goal.
He'll drop to throw. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, New York. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
On is Joseph for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Giants have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. To the right side, he's got Hockenson, his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now, H.A. He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Love. Over the middle to Ayuk, complete. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing is Love. A short one taken by Hawkinson. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. To throw is Love. That's caught once again by Hawkinson. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
They'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's Evans. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. This pass deflected and caught. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
If you listen closely, I think you can hear the collective sigh of relief coming from that sideline after that tight end's able to come down with that dangerous pass that nearly ended up in the wrong hands.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. That's caught by Harrison right side. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Love. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
Two timeouts, still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Here's Love. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Mike, I know everyone has their opinions about whether to kick it or go for two, but my honest opinion is I don't even think there's a decision to be made. I'm keeping my offense on the field. We've practiced all week for our gotta-have-it two-point play. Dial it up. Do not play for overtime. Win this game now in regulation.
And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. And now they're going to go for two and a possible win. And the crowd rising to make this even more difficult. That's going to be caught. Not playing for the OT. They get the two-point conversion and take the lead here in the final minute.
Great decision here, Mike. This was made well before that touchdown score. You want to win the game in regulation. You don't want to play for a tie and take your chances in overtime. But because there's less than a minute, not a ton of time for your opponent to go down and kick a field goal, this is the right move, and we'll see if it pays off.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. This will be returned from the 2. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. Now Manning. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So, it's a win here for the visiting Packers. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from New Jersey.